Hi everyone, this is a video on intellectual property rights IPR. Before going to details about intellectual property rights, we will see what is intellectual property. Okay, so what is intellectual property? Intellectual property refers to creations of the mind such as artistic and literary works, designs, inventions, and symbols, names and images used in commerce. Actually, the intellectual property is generally characterized as non-physical property that is the product of original thought. Due to the fact that intellectual property concerns creations of the mind, IP is often intangible. Unlike conventional property, like physical objects or land, intellectual property is often intangible because it concerns creations of the mind. Okay. Types of intellectual property. The best known types of intellectual property are patents, copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets. Figure 1 shows the best known types of intellectual property. These are four main types of intellectual property: patents, copyrights, trademarks, and trade secrets. Patents. It is used for protecting new inventions, ideas, or processes. Patent holders need to pay periodic government renewal fees. An approved patent is for a limited time period. Okay. Copyrights protect the ideas. Examples are written works, music, art, etc. Trademarks. It is something that protects the symbols, colors, phrases, sounds, furthermore design, etc. The finally trade secrets. It may be strategies, systems, formulas, or other confidential information of an organization that provides them a competitive advantage in the market. Okay, so these are the four common types of intellectual property. For your information, I have explained these four types of IP, that is intellectual property, elaborately in separate videos on my channel. Okay. We will see now what are intellectual property rights, IPR. Intellectual property rights are the rights given to persons over the creations of their minds. They usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation for a certain period of time. These are the intellectual property rights. They take a number of forms. For example, books, paintings, and films come under copyright. Eligible inventions can be patented. Brand names, product logos can be registered as trademarks, and so on. Governments grant creators these rights as an incentive to produce and spread ideas that will benefit society as a whole. Okay? Why are intellectual property rights important? Point number one, IPR provide exclusive rights to the inventors or creators of that property. This is in order to enable them to reap commercial benefits from their creative efforts or reputation. IPR are important to promote research and development. If the inventions and ideas of individuals and organizations are not protected, then the concerned people or organization will not reap the benefits of their hard work. So, it will lead to discontent and reduce the efforts in the field of research and development, which is extremely important for the growth and development of humanity. 3. IPR can set the business apart from competitors. So IPR differentiates a business from competitor. That is the meaning. So IPR differentiates a business from competitors. Point number 4. They can be sold or licensed, providing an important revenue stream. Intellectual property rights are of great importance when a creator wishes to commercialize their product. It paves the way for the creator to issue a license for mass production of the product in exchange for monetary benefits and royalty. Furthermore, point number 5, they can offer customers something new and different. As given in the second point, intellectual property rights are important to stimulate and promote research and development. If the inventions and ideas of individuals and organizations are protected, then the concerned people or organizations will reap the benefits of their hard work. So, it will lead to increase the efforts in the field of research and development. Finally, customers will get something new and different. Point number 6, IPR can form an essential part of our marketing or branding. New commercial names, logos, domain names, product names, slogans, flyers, white papers, brochures, newsletters, landing pages, or website designs are some examples which are part of the marketing communication strategy. Intellectual property rights are the exclusive rights used by any individual over their innovative ideas, which they have used in creating successful brand name for their company. Then point number 7, IPRs can be used as security for loans. As a property right, intellectual property rights are able to function as collateral for borrowing funds from financial institutions like banks. Okay. Trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, TRIPS. The World Trade Organization (WTO) agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, TRIPS, is the most comprehensive multilateral agreement on intellectual property. The TRIPS agreement requires member countries to make patents available for any inventions, whether products or processes, in all fields of technology without discrimination, subject to the normal tests of novelty, inventiveness, and industrial applicability. Okay. It plays a central role in facilitating trade in knowledge and creativity, in resolving trade disputes over intellectual property, and in assuring World Trade Organization members the latitude to achieve their domestic policy objectives. TRIPS is the most comprehensive international agreement on intellectual property, and it has a major role in enabling trade in creativity and knowledge, in resolving trade disputes over intellectual property, and also in assuring WTO members the latitude to achieve their domestic policy objectives. Okay. Also, it frames the IP system in terms of innovation, technology transfer, and public welfare. The agreement is a legal recognition of the significance of links between IP and trade and the need for balanced IP system. It is noted that the three main features of TRIPS are standards, enforcement, and dispute settlement. Okay, furthermore, trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights for the purposes of the TRIPS agreement, intellectual property includes copyright and related rights, trademarks, geographical indications, industrial designs, patents, integrated circuit layout designs, and protection of undisclosed information. Okay. Conclusion: for every organization to grow economically and socially, it is essential to get knowledge of intellectual property rights (IPR). Gaining knowledge about intellectual property rights is vital for the economic and social development of any organization. Also, IPR is required to withstand local and global competitive trade. That is, IPR is necessary to withstand the competitions domestically and globally. The IPR is an ideal tool for developing countries to grow and to gain more benefits. The IPR is a perfect tool, definitely, for India and other developing countries to grow and get infinite benefits. IPR is a requirement for better identification, planning, commercialization, rendering, and thereby production of invention or creativity. Each industry should evolve its own IPR policies, management style, strategies, and so on, depending on its area of specialty. Okay.